I
Yo,
mean, one of us can get started, right? I gotta back up. This camera's way too
yeah.
zoomed up.
Nah,
Jesus.
we both was probably thinking like, we always going yo at the same time. So we probably tried to, get this right here narrowed down.
Trying to see which one's which. This is weird.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on? I'm like, I'm now far away again. What's going on? This is not normal. I'm so used to us talking right next to each other. That's been such a
Yeah,
regular
nah,
thing now.
we definitely, again, definitely. You watch any of our previous episodes, all of 100 of our previous episodes, we're like 99 of them were like right beside each other. Like we had like one where we won, and now we're like far apart again. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So it's good to. Oh, we're back in the 101 stage. English, what is it? Episode 101. So it's kind of like English 101, stuff like that. I gotta make sure I lean close to the mic today. So, but
That's
yo, what is good? What is up? How you
what's
doing,
up,
bro?
my guy. What's up?
How you
I'm
been?
doing cool. No, I'm great, great. Of course, you regular. How does it feel to say that we have 100 episodes already?
Pretty cool. Very, very cool, actually. I'm enjoying it. We got a lot of love on our 100th, so that was great. Good to see. Hopefully, we keep those good tidings rolling. And yeah, it was good. We did very good on the introduction and everything. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, the 100th episode. Although we did forget to, I was gonna bring these on the show, but we forgot to use them. So I use these to
Oh
celebrate
yeah,
mid-show, but couldn't smoke in the apartment anyway, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. But it's all good. It's all good. We got it now 101 officially in the book. But yeah, how does it feel to be part of a 100th episode show?
oh man, no,
Literally
it's
100.
great. Like I said again, it's fact that we both seen our podcast grow from 0 episodes to now 100. This is now our 101 first episode. So I mean, it's definitely a gratifying moment, humbling moment as well to be able to say that we've stuck it through this long. So now it's to the point to where hey, now we got to keep it rolling.
Absolutely, got to keep it going, keep it rolling, keep it going, and to celebrate our now past 100 episode, we're gonna do our first episode now that both of us are legally 21. We're gonna have a little fun today, aren't we? We're gonna have a little enjoyment. I see we got a little bit of something in each. That's very, 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 very
So
fun. The first official. Hang on. That's better. That's nice. The first official crack of a anything in all out podcast history. So, and I'm gonna make it a little more fun. Put in my little Penn State thing that I got at the farmers market the other day. That was fun. I don't know if it's a farmers market. It's kind of like a fresh market type thing, but I don't really know what to call it. It's not even a fresh market too. Like, what do you call one of those stands where it's not? It's like little homemade stuff, and they got old fashioned. They still have the old fashioned credit card systems and all that stuff. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about right now?
I'm looking at it. I don't really know the name of it. Like, you can buy like a lot of stuff from here. I don't really know the name of it.
I don't know. I'm kind of drawing a blank, but I mean that's not an unfamiliar thing for me anyway. So I'm gonna mute that real quick while we do that. But before we get underway, actually let's get underway now. We're diving in. Cheers to 101. What do you? What the heck? What's the point? I know what you're gonna pick anyway. Congratulations, Mr. J. Sean Wilson, for not only winning our NHL bracket challenge, but picking the Stanley Cup champion from the beginning. Well, cheers! Congrats! You caught it. Put on your crown. Put on your glasses. Do your thing. I'm gonna pour this little brewski right here, and I'll let you keep rolling. There they come. Here they come. Yes, sir. Excellent. The glasses of champions, as they say, right? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, that is the that is the crown. I'm gonna let you take it from there. The Golden Knights. I do now owe you a jersey, which is something I have to get in the process of. But It's in the works. It's underway. So stay tuned for that. Whoops, whoops. Spilled that a little high. But yeah, it is under construction right now, but it will be there shortly. But yeah, you take it from there, my guy.
I mean, I really don't have much to say. I mean, it's just a simple, Bill Foley. I mean, our owner said that he was going to basically deliver us a title, 6 seasons from then. We delivered ourselves the title. Um, First and foremost, obviously, huge shouts out to the Panthers. I mean, they went through upset after upset to get to where they were, which was the finals. But in the day, we just, we had a very, very efficient finals. You're looking at what we were able to accomplish. You're looking at what we were able to do as a squad, as a unit. We went through the playoffs, I believe, in, I want to say about 22 games. Yeah, 22 games. So, and the efficiency, the way we do it on our home floor is just obviously monumental. So, I'm not really one to brag, boast, or whatever. You're more of the, hockey expert, hockey guy. I'll let you have that. But I'm just going to sit it back and enjoy the gratifications of knowing that we are now champions, and we will be champions once again next year. And I'm going to go ahead and already call that. So yeah,
Oh, another early prediction, huh? Make
yep.
sure you make a bet with Vegas so we can fund the show a little bit more ahead of time. So you make these hockey predictions. Should have done it from the start. But yeah, definitely was an incredible pick by Jay to pull that off. It was very, very impressive. Not only did he, like I said, won the bracket challenge, which I still don't know how, no offense, but I thought years of hockey knowledge would clutch up and come through for me, but apparently not. So he won his first ever jersey, and it's going to be the team that he won the Stanley Cup with. So that's an all-round victory. Speaking of Stanley Cup, though, details coming in. Vegas took the Florida Panthers down in 5 games, winning the championship game clincher, 9-3, blowout. I know, and but yeah, all around great performance, both by Jack Eichel getting his first ring ever since leaving Buffalo, and also Jonathan Marchessault getting his bling, William Karlsson, Aiden Hill in the net, Captain Mark Stone hoisting the cup. It was an all-around great team performance, like you mentioned. They had too much for Florida in the end. I mean, Florida shocked the world multiple times, beating the Bruins and then the Maple Leafs and then my Hurricanes. So, yeah, I think they really shocked the world, but Vegas just proved to be a little too much. And shouts out to him. Congrats to Jonathan Marchessault winning the Conn Smythe. It's an all-around great job, flat out. I think it was an incredible thing, and cheers to Vegas. We have our first. Is this our first? Well, net Denver was. This is our first hockey champion. We have our first NBA while we were on the show. It's been going through the process. So our first official champion while we've been on the show were the Chiefs, and then first hockey champion were the Knights. So we're gonna each remember that. That's cool. Have our first champion per. But yeah, let's see who's. It's obviously gonna start the talks for next year, but for now, let the Knights enjoy their thing. And do you have a particular player or anything in mind? Would you like a custom? What do you have? What do you have on your deck? Oh, we have more news as this is coming too.
What happened? Oh, you said more news. What you mean by my player? What you mean, like my jersey, like a jersey? What you mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, you won the tournament, you won the thing, so I mean, I can.
Oh yeah, I want a
You
jersey.
have
I want
multiple choices. You can have one of my
yeah, I want a jersey.
jerseys, or you can have a new one or a custom one. Which one? What are you going with?
Yeah, definitely going custom. I want a jersey that say I want a jersey that say Super J number 0, black golden knights jersey. Yeah.
Super J number 0. What about Super J 77?
Nah, we don't go number 0. I feel like no, I feel like I'd be the first hockey player, the first black hockey player to wear number 0. So I think that'd be dope.
I feel like I could find one, but either way, 77 is a rare one, but 0, you won the cup, so wouldn't 1 be better?
No, I'm not
One?
Cam Newton. That's Cam Newton's number.
I mean, yeah, I know you're not Cam Newton. You have skill, but um,
No, whatever.
oh, we diving into that? Nah, we'll say that for another day. But okay, hey, it's your jersey. You do your thing. 0 it is, I guess. But yeah.
0 Super J. So we can get
Super
off.
J number 0. All right,
No.
we'll make it. We'll make it work.
But
We'll make it
quick
work.
thing though, you mentioned about the Panthers. Out of the Panthers upsets, again, I know obviously the guys know I'm not a huge hockey guy, but I have looked back and I seen that the upsets that the Panthers had to get to the finals. Which series upset you think was more shocking for the Panthers to get to the finals?
Bruins all day.
Yeah,
Bruins all day.
I'm thinking Bruins too. That's my. I went Bruins. I was once they got past the Bruins, I'm like, shit.
Watch
So
out. That's crazy.
yeah,
I mean, Bruins was more like as far as shocked as far as team that lost. I would say that Bruins series, but I was also shocked that they were able to sweep Carolina. I didn't think they were going to be. I didn't think they were going to be able to sweep us. I thought it was going to be a very good series, and be a nail biter. But a sweep completely threw me off. But the fact that the greatest team of all time, greatest record, greatest points, and breaking every stat known to mankind in the NHL, got bumped in the first round. Crazy. That has to be the
yeah,
biggest upset, possibly all time. I mean, just not even this year, possibly all time.
yeah. No, especially. I mean, you're looking at where Florida was at the beginning of the playoffs. Like nobody. If I don't even think people in Florida thought they can beat the Bruins in the series. So going from again that team, that underdog team to championship game, like championship in the finals, it's kind of monumental. But again, yeah, no, looking at it, even though we won,
Something must be in the air.
yeah, exactly.
Something
It's
must be
got
in
to be,
Florida's air. And Miami,
got to
they
be
had two teams in the NCAA tournament, and they had Florida Panthers.
the Panthers. And I mean, I forget like Messi just signed a deal with I think Inter Miami in Florida, going to coming down to the American League. So it's like a lot of things happening in Florida.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane. I mean, I don't even know much about soccer, but I know that's crazy. that's
Oh
how.
man,
That's that's how you do
I'm for anybody who knows soccer, I'm definitely hit me up. I want to chit chat about some soccer. I've been playing FIFA like every damn day. I've been watching. They got like the leagues going on now, and it's I mean like it's in. I seen Ronaldo get a goal yesterday, like in the 90th minute. Because soccer, hockey. Yeah, I'm talking about hockey. Soccer is played in like 90 minutes, so it's like each 45 minutes is a half. And like when Ronaldo scored the only point in the 90th minute. If he didn't score that point, they was going to they would have played like a overtime, which is like 10 extra minutes. And if nobody scored in overtime, then they was going to decide it in PKs, which is penalty kicks. Excuse me. And I
You
see
act like you never
Ronaldo
watched
score a
soccer.
goal. Yeah, I watched
You
it.
act
Like I
like I
seen the
never
I
watched
seen
soccer. I mean, I'm not a big soccer fan, but I know how the rules work. Hey,
okay where you know how to rule. I didn't know,
you
but
go.
yeah, like I seen
You're
like I said,
going through a list. Like so, here's how it goes. So you play two 90 minutes, a 90-minute total, and two
yep.
45-minute halves, and
Hey,
then if
hey, I
there's
didn't
no
know.
scores there, yeah,
Yep,
that's
you
fair.
go to
I
you,
never.
you go to extra minute, you go to extra time, and then you go to PKs. But yeah, I seen Ronaldo score a goal yesterday. It was kind of dope. He looks like he's 38 years old. It's kind of crazy. But
What team? What was it for? Was it like Manchester?
they got like
Was it
it's like now I don't know. Hell,
Real
I
Madrid
was
or I
on
don't even. Was it
Portugal,
Prim
Portugal.
Portugal? So it must have been like a
Yeah,
world tournament, not
yeah.
Premier League.
It's just like it's some type of world tournament going on.
Hmm.
So, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, it's dope. Um, moving on though, we got some other things to talk about. We would be very remiss if we did not get into some MLB talk. Of course, Glenn's going to
Yes.
head that off for us, but I'm kind of curious to see how we're doing in these brackets. Because if
Honestly,
I
yeah, me too.
if my memory serves me well, I think I'm playing. I think I'm like dog shit. So yeah, while you talk that, let me pull up these brackets and let me pull up these standings in real
I
life.
bet. I bet I'd do the same if I can find it. Quick commercial break. We will be right back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're gonna pause to play for these paid ads.
Want a break from the ads? Join All Out Podcast Premium.
All right. Okay, I got my I
All
got
right, I
mine
got.
for let me
Do you want to do the AL American League or the National League first?
let's go uh, let's go AL, let's go American. I want
All
to
right,
see
word.
where the hell are my Yankees?
All right. Well, so
Oh,
American League, we have first place, the Tampa Bay Rays, who have been absolutely dominant the whole year, breaking records. First team to 50 wins, home run central down there. our predictions of the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays are chilling in third and fourth, 9.5 and 10.5 games back. So we're a little off there.
Yeah, we're way off.
Then, yeah, a little bit. Although, in fairness to the Yankees, Aaron Judge has been out for a while, and in fairness
Hmm.
to Toronto, they live in Canada, so that just can't be good.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so that's a surprise. I can't believe the Rays. Although the Rays have been around, like have been striking distance the last couple of years. They were in the World Series not only like only 3 years ago. So I mean, to see them be this dominant with players like Randy Rosareno and adding players like Zach Eflon, and I gotta get close to this mic. Jesus, this is not picking up my voice anymore. Anyway, it's not that big of a shock to see them be that good. But it's a big turnaround. Sneaky team, Baltimore Orioles. They have snuck up to 45 and 28, led by their star catcher and company. It's a very, very Cedric Mullins and all them guys. Definitely been balling like crazy. Well, baseball, yeah, baseball. That still counts baseball.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's been a crazy AL East. I'll tell you that. But I think everybody in that's one of the only divisions that has every team over 500, so that's a plus. Boston being the bottom team there, but still at 39 and 36, so that's a very big plus for them. What's your takeaways from the AL East? What jumps out to you? What's been your big surprises? What's been your? Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, like you mentioned, each one of these teams being over 500 is kind of crazy. Um, I personally didn't expect the Rays to be the top. Obviously, it's early as well. It's kind of early still in the season, but I didn't expect the Rays to be a top. Um, I definitely didn't expect the Orioles to be second. Obviously, we would expect more from the Yankees. However, how you mentioned, Aaron Judge has been out for a while due to injury, so it's kind of understandable here. So, I mean, personally, just whenever you got a division that everybody's, like how you mentioned, over 500, looking at each one of these teams, that's kind of, I think, as a, if you have a division going every team over 500, I feel like you really you can't really say anything bad about, especially in baseball. So yeah, that's my biggest takeaway is the fact that each one of these teams over 500. The Yankees, any New Yorkers listening, the Yankees are obviously expected once Aaron Judge comes back to I wouldn't say skyrocket up and be like right away, but they'll be in better shape come playoff time. So yeah, no, that's my take with the AL East. Yeah, AL East.
Very good point. Moving on to the American League Central now. Everybody's predictions here went with the Cleveland Indians slash Guardians,
I
and
went with the White Sox.
you went with the White Sox. Yet not the strongest, but
Like an
fortunately,
idiot.
fortunately, the AL Central is the opposite of the AL East. They have every team under
Under
500.
500. Yeah.
So yeah, my pick is only 1 games back. Your pick being 12 games under 500 is still only 5.5 games back from the division. So still possible. Very, very crazy though. I think it's nice to see just one division apart. I mean, if you look at these records too in their last 10 games, 4-6, 5-5. The best is 6-4. I mean, that is just insane. That's the best in the last 10 games. But I guess it's a little. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Some guys are having. Whoops! Almost knocked over the beer. Some guys are just, some teams have been struggling more to get started. But do you see your White Sox making a comeback here? Possibly
No,
predicting you
not at all.
correctly.
No. It is sometimes in life where it's like I gotta admit I'm wrong. I believe I'm wrong. Um, I mean, like I said, I like the guys. Like I said, I like Tim Anderson. Yeah, Tim Anderson. I
Mm-hmm.
like Joe Kelly. But at the end of the day, do I think we have enough to end up bringing it back? I'm gonna go ahead and kind of kill that one early and say no. I don't believe. I believe we'll probably be teetering around bottom of our standings probably for the rest of the season.
You know what I like about your picks? At least whenever you make your picks, you always stay with them. You always
Yeah,
you take it as a we. Like I don't think we got it. We got it. We got you. You
yeah,
you
yeah.
you own, you own up. You own the team. I like that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have
Um,
to. No problem, no
of
problem.
course.
What say you? What you feel about your AL Central pick? Are you ready to jump ship? You want to stay? You
I
want to stay on it? Or?
no, I'm staying with them. They were down. They were down for a while the year, but clawed back. Fortunately, the Twins haven't built separation, so they've been able to claw to one game back, and they were the only team in that division that made the postseason last year. So that's definitely going to give them that experience, especially in the upcoming months when we pass the All Star break. I think it's going to come in clutch. So I think I'm still riding high with them. I think it's going to be in good shape, and I think we're going to be able. It's going to be able to get the job done. So hopefully that prediction comes true. It's the closest one I have at the moment. Them only being one game back, at least in the American League, given the fact that my other picks are five five games plus back. So yeah, the one game back isn't that crazy. I think it's gonna happen. So cross some fingers. Let's see if we can go. If we go 0 for 6, we might have to quit the show. Might have to quit the
Yeah, yeah.
baseball
We
segment.
might, we
Might
might,
have
we
to
might
quit
as
the
well
baseball
just,
segment of the show.
yeah, yeah. We might
If
as
we
well
go
just
0
call it
for
a call
6,
it a call it a
that would
truce. Just call it a truce.
yeah, just wave the white flag at that point.
Yep.
Yeah. Last division in the AL is going to be the West, and
The
another surprising
West,
team, Texas Rangers,
the Rangers,
dominating this
the
whole
Rangers.
year, 46 and 28. And guess here's the kicker: they've been doing it without Jacob Degrom. What? Crazy. They
Yeah,
started off
bro.
the year great.
Uh,
They they started out the year great, sweeping my Phillies 3-0. So that was a banger right out of the gate, and they did great the rest of the year. They're very explosive offense like the Rays, and they have their young pitching staff that's coming up too. That's been really really great. So I think it's really 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 impressive that they've been able to turn around. They hold their 5.5 game lead over the defending champion Houston Astros. Ugh. Oh, I hate saying that name. And the Los
wait, wait,
Angeles
wait, wait,
Angels,
wait, wait, wait,
which
wait,
is your
wait. You
pick.
said you hate saying the Houston Astros?
Yeah.
Didn't you pick the Houston Astros?
Yeah, I did. Just because I pick with my brain, not my heart.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like
Oh
I
man. I'm
believe me
sitting
when
here.
I
I'm like, you
picked you
say you hate.
when I picked Houston, I was holding my nose while I did it too. Don't worry, I definitely
Oh
didn't
yeah,
enjoy it.
you're. Remember, matter of fact, if I remember you correctly on the show, you say you're a Verlander guy. Remember, didn't you say that? Justin
Yeah, I'm a
Verlander.
big Justin Verlander guy. I love it. Yeah, I especially loved when he went when he clinched us down in Game 5 of last year's World Series. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed
Exactly.
that one, Jay.
Hmm.
I definitely liked it. He's my guy. I was gonna get a jersey of his the other day.
Why not?
Let's just move on. Next question. Next question.
Oh, where we at now? Oh, no, you was. I mean, it caught me off guard when you said that. But
I picked with my brain, not picked with my brain, not my heart.
is it any shock to you right now that the Angels Astros are both tied at 41-34 records?
No, actually. I mean, for crying out loud, they have the arguably best player in the world and still have Mike Trout. So for crying out loud, you gotta eventually be a good team, or at least a resemblance of one. So the Angels are finally in striking distance. Good pick, by the way. They're gonna be a sleeper team to pull off that division. But yeah, I think it's really, really good job for them. Otani is just a freak of nature. He is great
Yeah,
on both
he's
sides of the ball. I mean, it's incredibly impressive what he's doing right now. So he's leading the league in multiple categories, both pitching and offensively. So just huge shout out's been the main reason, one of the main reasons why they're at least compatible this year.
I think I was listening to somebody talk about him, just saying how like how special of a guy he is. I watched a couple of his highlights. I haven't really watched many of the Angels games, but I watched a couple of his highlights, and I mean, I feel like with a guy as good as him, it's like the consistency at which he plays at. Like he doesn't look like he's rattled at all. Like he's just like nat. It's like he's like a natural born baseball player. Like he's just a natural athlete at what he does. So just watching the highlights definitely is like, yeah, this guy, you kind of understand what all the hype's about. Would that be enough for the Angels to get over the hump? Who knows? Like I said again, I feel like the Angels are
It's
like
gonna be tough.
past due. Yeah, I feel like the Angels are like past due for like some actual, some cup talk. So
Cup talk. Cup talk.
Cup talk. Cup talk. Yeah.
Stanley Cup World Championship. Good connection.
World
I like it.
Championship. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like
I didn't think you were thinking that way, but yeah.
Cup talk. That's a good one. Very, very good. Well, yeah, I think it's something they should eventually do. I mean, they had Mike Trout and Albert Pujols for years, couldn't do anything. Let's see if they can do something with Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. Furthermore, switching to now the National League, what division would you like to get started with, Jay?
Oh man, we gotta go to NL East. We gotta go to NL East. We never. I'm just smoking with grease here. I mean, I'm always right. When am I wrong? Just thinking Phillies, but yeah, when am I wrong?
It's still early. It's still early. It's still early. I keep saying that, but the Braves won't ever lose a freaking game. It's annoying, bro. Every time
They really
we
won't.
win 12 out of 14 games and we pick up 0 games. Like, how the F are you supposed to beat that, bro? Seriously, you win 12 out of 14 games and you still can't pick up a game? Nah. I've had enough of that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like how you mentioned, we got the Braves at 47-26, the Marlins 42-33. We got your Phillies 38-35, 3 games over 500. And then we got the stinking Mets at 34-40, and the Nationals at 28-45. So, Glenn, what say you? What is your feel right now? I mean, obviously you just mentioned it, but in the day, like what is your feel about your Phillies? And let's go ahead and just say end of the season, right? Where do you got your Phillies finishing out within the NL East?
All right, so here's what I'm thinking about the Phillies. The Phillies, as if you're a true Philly sports fan, especially the Phillies, they're they're consistently inconsistent, and this season has proven it more than ever. I've never seen more of a roller coaster season in my life. We have done so many times: win 4, lose 6, win 5, lose 3, win 2, or I'm sorry, not even win 2, like win 7, lose 5, win 4, lose 6. It has literally been a roller coaster the whole year. We're starting to break out of this trend now. We're winning. I think we've won 13 out of 16 games in the month of June. We've been dominating so far this month, led by just the whole team's been playing very well. But I think for us, we always start slow, which is a good thing for us since we're still hovering around. And at the end of the day, you just got to make the playoffs. That's really the best. I mean, it'd be great to win the division, but I mean, we didn't win the division last year. We played the Braves, and we bumped them boys in 4 games. So I think it'd be really, really nice if we can maybe the Braves lose a game every once in a while. But I think that I think we're gonna finish at this rate. My mind keeps telling me the Braves have to go on like a skid where they just win like 6 games out of 15. They'd have a terrible outing, but I don't know. They just got so much depth and versatility and just all around great playing. But I'm gonna go. We're gonna overtake Miami eventually once we start playing them, and they've been a surprise more than anything. I mean, although after a while, they are surprised because the team sucks forever, and then eventually they got to get good. It's just how the game works. So the Mets 34-40. I mean, it don't matter what the Mets do. They're gonna choke they're either gonna suck early or just gonna choke in October like they always do. So I'm not worried about the Mets at all. It's just the Braves flat out. But I think they're gonna go on a run. Harper has been relatively cold. He's been cold for Bryce Harper standing. He's still hitting over 300. Shows you how good of a player he is when he's hitting over 300, and that's a cold spell for him. But he'll snap out of that. He'll get back to form. We just have too much talent on this team to not be good. Nick Castellanos, anybody, I hope they remember my prediction that he was going to have an MVP caliber season, and he's been absolutely dominating, hitting 315, leading the league in doubles and hits and all that stuff. So definitely made a good prediction there on my part. But I think that we just have too much talent. If you look at our lineup, we should not be a team that's only 3 games over 500. We just shouldn't be. We should be a little bit. We should be a better team if you ask me. But it's just the way it goes. It's baseball. We've had games where our pitching has been terrible and our offense scores 1 run, so we can't really do much about that. But fortunately, we're starting to rev up. We got two more against the Braves. Had one tonight, but it got postponed, so I'm assuming it's gonna be played tomorrow. But I still have faith. I think they're gonna definitely turn it around, which they already begun to. But I think they're gonna turn around for the steady and have a good second full half of the year and just be able to get the job done, get to the playoffs. And like last year, we were the sixth seed, and then we were next thing you know, we're 2 games away from this World Series champions. So we're gonna definitely turn around. I think the whole team is just in a bit of a inability to click at the same time. Once we're clicking, we're literally on. When you have all of our guys playing even semi, if you have our guys hitting 300, we're the best team in baseball, flat out. I mean, the lineup is ridiculous. Schwarber, Trey Turner, Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott at the six, but I moved him up. Castellanos, Harper, Realmuto. We got Cody Clemens, have been a surprise. We have Mundo Sosa, Josh Harrison, two great utility guys. We have Brandon Marsh, just the biggest surprise of all, just been clutch the whole year. So, and he was hitting 300 most this year. So I think it's we got a whole bunch of great talent. Shouts out to our guys like Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, and Brandon Marsh. Because if it wasn't for those guys, we would be like 8 games. I know we're 9 games back of the division right now. We would be 9 games back of the wild card if it wasn't for those guys in that first half of the year. And one last point I make about Harper, we do say he's been going through a cold spell, but then again, he did just have Tommy John surgery, what seems like 6 days ago, and he's back in recovery. So I think that once he gets back in the field, that's going to be cool too. He's practicing at first base, although I truthfully don't think we need him at first. It'd be great to have him just so we can add more stuff in the lineup. So Philly Rob can get creative with it, but Cody Clemens has been playing great, if you ask me. And then you have Alec Bohm. We can move over to first, and Sosa plays third. So, yeah, I think it's been crazy, but I'm still sticking strong. I think the Phillies are going to come back, and my prediction's going to be right for the NL East. That's my pick.
Okay. Well, no, very, very well thought out, detailed analysis there. From your end, I'm gonna go ahead and just speak quickly on the Braves. I mean, I think honestly, it's just we're just started off very, very hot. I don't think this is like a normal thing. Um, normal, like I said, with the Braves. But you see when you look at it again, being led in batting average by Orlando. I don't even want to say his last name because I might get it wrong. RCL or something like that.
Hey, you
I
got
said
it
it right.
right. There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When are we doing that
Um,
hockey's last name, though? We got to do that soon.
oh yeah. That I don't know. Um, a young pitcher that got called up, AJ, for the injury to Max Fried, and I forgot the other guy. Only reason why I know these guys is because I read up on it a couple, like a little bit while I was at work. Um, he's again very, very, very good youngster.
Don't become a magician. I wouldn't do that.
Hey, hey. I mean,
You
also
tell
like I
your
said, we're looking
secrets. You
at.
tell your secrets.
Oh no, I mean, in the day, no, I watch a game, but do I know these guys? Like, do I like genuinely watch it? But like I say, just looking at
I
those
don't know shit
guys,
about any team except the
um,
Bills.
what's the other young guy I was looking at them? We got because all of our most of our like real impactful guys right now are young. Let's see, Owen Murphy.
Wilson.
Owen, no, not at all. Owen Murphy. Owen Murphy is Owen Murphy again, another young pitcher. He had some success early in the season. But I know he's tailed off kind of a little bit as of late. So like I said, looking at those three contributors and looking at what they bring to the table for the Braves. Do I think it's sustainable for these young guys? No, but like I said, do I feel like they'll be able to? I predict some mishaps in the near future, like in the next couple of months. Then I see them having to respond to adversity. After being up so high, starting out the season the way that they have, I think what in all of baseball, I think they were like second behind the yeah, I don't want to say the wrong team. I think they were like second overall. Starting out that hot, I expect a small dip, and then like I said, then after that small dip, it's like you got to respond to adversity. Are you going to sink or swim? And then I feel like that's when we'll know exactly what Atlanta's made of. But Obviously, again,
Drip or
very,
dry.
very, very hot start. Yeah, exactly. Very, very hot start to the season. Um, Again, being a realist, I don't think that they'll be able to maintain. I don't think they'll be able to maintain this hot of a start.
You would think that eventually they would start losing these games because I mean they've just been comeback kids. They've been playing amazing. So shouts out to them. Job well done. But yeah, hopefully they go in a bit of a cold spell and my Phillies can possibly overtake that lead. But yeah, let me put my decapitated Penn State head down. Beer through a straw is a very unique one. I tell you that. It's a very unique one. But next division that we have is the National League Central. Talk about surprises. Jay's pick for the NL Central was the
Oh, what?
I
Who the hell? Who the? I'm going back. I'm going back to it now. I'm sitting here. I don't know why I feel like this is a team that I probably should do some more research on. We're probably number one, whoever we are. Let's find out. Who did I pick for the? Because I keep
I,
the
I
picture
went with
keeps going with
I went with the St. Louis
the
Cardinals.
Cubs.
You went with the Cubs. Good pick. They're only 3.5 games back.
I'm third. Oh man, you went with the Cardinals.
I went with the Cardinals,
You got to
bro.
do better.
I
You got to do
know.
better.
What's going on? I swear to God.
I don't know what's going on.
I used to know sports. I feel like once I started the podcast, I'd stop. My knowledge of sports went down. But I know. I don't know what I don't know what happened with the Cardinals. They've just been not playing well, and so the rest of the division's playing okay. Pittsburgh Pirates started out really hot, but find themselves on a 9-game losing streak, so they fall into 34 and 39. The Cincinnati Reds are going the opposite direction. They have found themselves an 11-game win streak. I'm going to say that one more time for those who missed it or didn't believe it. 11 games having that win streak happen for the first time since 1957. So
Big
a
words.
year before Jay was born. So I think that it was I think that was a big surprise for most. And yeah, it's very, 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 very good job for them. They have great young talent led by Davey Adulu Cruz or something like that. I don't know I don't know how to pronounce his full name, but I know Cruz is definitely a stud. His brother was playing for the Pirates, but he's got hurt, which was a big surprise of how the Pirates were still doing so good. But yeah, I think it's just an all around great great job for them, and I think that for me the biggest surprise would be the Reds dominating like they are. And I feel like I thought the Cardinals would be doing great, and I just was a little off on that prediction, one would say. But it's still early. Cardinals can always bounce back. They still have Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldsmith, and company. So I think that they're definitely still have the ability to dominate. Let me get the guys. De La Cruz. De La Cruz. That's a fun name. Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La
Maybe De
Cruz.
La Cruz. Yeah,
Ellie
that's
De
kind of
La
dope.
Cruz.
It's kind of dope.
Imagine that in homeroom. Is there Mr. Ellie De La Cruz?
Yeah,
Taking Spanish.
yeah. No, I wouldn't want to say that. We have to give him a nickname.
EDLC.
Hmm.
EDLC.
Oh man, breaking news! It's crazy. The
What?
Kristaps Porzingis the Celtics trade is actually canceled
They cancel it?
due to yeah Malcolm Brogdon's injury was a concern.
The Brogdon injury was concerned?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, no, we can talk about it later. But I'm just saying it just popped in my phone. I was like, whoa. But yeah. No. No. Anyways. But yeah. No. My Cubs here, middle of the pack.
Yeah, let's
I feel
talk
like I
about your
got a lot of
Cubs. They've
middle
been
of the pack
dominant,
teams.
bro.
Yeah. I feel like yeah. I mean, the last 10 were like 8-2. Um, we're yeah. You're back. Yeah. What 20 and 17 on the at home, 16-21
Did you
on the
miss me?
road. Ha. Yes, sir.
You know you did.
Uh.
Come on. I give you
Yeah.
hell, but you
Hey,
still miss me.
oh my God, man. my God. But yeah, no, the Cubs definitely been killing it. We gotta. I mean, we gotta. I would like to see our road record increase with under 500. He went out again. Under 500 on the road. So hopefully hopefully that increased. From the looks of things, like the Pirates just got on like a losing slump like their last 10 games, like 1-9 in their last 10 games. So like they was ahead of us. So we just gotta keep our foot on the gas in that situation. But it's technical difficulties here.
I'm bouncing in and out like a mother right now. Jesus.
It's all good. I guess they're telling us to wrap up MLB talk. But yeah,
I'm
and
bouncing more
looking
than
in,
than Kyrie's basketball in warm up. Jesus.
yeah, nah, looking in the NL National League West. We got the Diamondbacks at 1, Giants 2, Dodgers 3, Padres 4, and Rockies 5. The Nah, it's all good, bro. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think I'm good. I think maybe my mic is just having a little bit of issues. But yeah, NL West, as you were saying. Or as you were saying.
Yeah, no, I said Diamondbacks, Giants, Dodgers, Pirates, Rockies. So we both picked the Dodgers. Um, I Now it's crazy. You gave me the compliment earlier about the Dodgers, about how I pick teams and stay with them and stuff. Yeah, no, I'm openly on the market for a new NL West team. I will not be partaking in any of the Dodgers.
I will be joining you.
Um, you're right. Yeah, I will no longer be partaking in any of the Dodgers festivities moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll root for the Rockies first.
Yeah, I
I'm
would. I
sorry,
would rather.
Rockies.
And the Rockies are sad as hell. But I'm honestly, I like the Diamondbacks. I like Corbin Carroll. I like them guys. And San Diego. I'm going with those guys. I'm
The
jumping,
Dodgers.
getting out of them Dodgers, dodging that bullet. I just can't cheer for the
Yeah,
Rockies.
definitely
The
Dodgers.
Rockies are
Yeah.
tough to watch. I need them to take at least one game from the Braves, and they got clean swept. I need them to take at least one game from the Reds, and they got clean swept. So they keep shooting me in the foot. But yeah, I'm on board with the Dodgers' decision to remove, and hopefully they don't skid because I just even. Although the night the I just read San Fran. I was literally okay. So check this out. I read San Fran, and I was about to say their 9 game winning streak, and I go, the Niners are about to win nine.
Nah, hey, looking at it again, San Fran, and you see it 9, you think nerves. You got everything else, San Fran 9 errors. That's all you got. That's all you got to finish it off with. A 9 game winning streak. No, San Fran 9 errors. The San
I think
Fran
I
Giants
think
on a
Nick
Niners
Bosa.
winning streak.
I think Nick Bosa's playing great at second base, and
Yeah,
I really like that new pitcher Trey Lance. I think he's really dominating.
yeah.
Although I'm more of a
I'm just glad they got rid of their former pitcher.
Jimmy Garoppolo guy.
Yeah.
I think he went
No,
to Oakland.
he's now
Speaking
a
of which, sell
Rocky.
the team. I guess he's now a
Yeah,
Rocky. Yeah,
yeah.
he's on that would explain it, right? That would explain why the
Hey,
Rockies are going
exactly.
good
That's
stuff.
good why it's going why the Rockies are also not in the playoffs like the Raiders. I don't plan to be in the playoffs this year at all. But
I like this episode. This is